Om Shanti Krinaga.
Om Shanti.
We can start with the Murli and I'll share the screen for you.
Om Shanti. Today, Baba gives very sweet directions as according to Murli, it is the time for Shiv Jayanti to arrive and lot of seva is done at Shiv Jayanti. So Baba is inspiring all of us. The best way to serve is to become equal to the Father. And when we become Bap Saman, the thought that Baba has to create mics and to create varis, inherited children worthy of complete inheritance. Baba says this way, this goal can be achieved easily. What lacks for that and how it has to be covered is today's movie. Date 15 December 2002. According to the time, make the qualifications Lakshan equal to the aim Lakshan by becoming Bap Saman equal to the Father. So Lakshan, Bap Saman. Today, Bap Dada is pleased to see the children from all four directions who are all in their stage of self-respect. All are in their stage of self-respect. Everyone take this thought, I, the soul, I am equal to the Father. I, the soul, I am placed in the crown of the Father. I am the jewel of the crown of the Father. And now we listen to the movie again. No greater self-respect can be received by any soul throughout the whole cycle than the self-respect that you children receive at this confluence age. Can there be any greater self-respect than what we are receiving directly from God at the confluence age? Your self-respect is so great. Are you aware of this? Today's homework is, without seeing anywhere, try to make a list of different aspects of self-respect that we have received directly from Baba. The intoxication of self-respect is greater. Does this remain in your awareness? To be aware of the self-respect is very great, and to be in the intoxication of that Swaman is even greater. The rosary of self-respect is very long. So continue to count each bead each self-respect and remain lost in the love of the intoxication of that self-respect. You have received this self-respect or the titles from Bap Dada himself. You have attained self-respect from God. How can there be any authority that can shake your spiritual intoxication of that very self-respect, as you have attained it from the Almighty authority? Can there be any authority in the world who can shake you from your self-respect attained from Almighty authority? A big underlined question. So, today at Amrit Vela, Bap Dada toured the whole world to see all the children and saw how many rosaries of self-respect each of you children have in your awareness. How many children are simply in the routine of Dincharya, and how many children are actually rotating the beads of the rosary of self-respect, bringing it to their awareness. To wear the rosary means to be always in the awareness of self-respect, means to remain stable in that particular stage of that self-respect through your awareness. Therefore, check yourself to see to what extent you have that stage of awareness of your self-respect. Bap Dada was seeing to what extent you have the balance of faith in self-respect and its spiritual intoxication. Second point. First was the awareness of the self-respect. Second is the balance of having faith in self-respect and its spiritual intoxication. Faith is to be knowledgeful, and spiritual intoxication is to be powerful. Faith is to be knowledgeful, and spiritual intoxication is to be powerful. So Baba saw two types of knowledgeful. One is knowledgeful and the other is knowledgeable, embodiment of knowledge. Now here, as some of you also must have felt, that I always thought knowledgeful is greater than being knowledgeable. Knowledgeable person has a lot of information from here and there, can participate in any discussion with any subject. And knowledgeful will only speak when he is required to. Otherwise, he will be a powerful listener. We can talk about this after the Murli. Embodiment of knowledge. So ask yourself, who am I? Bap Dada knows that the aim of the children is very elevated. Your aim is elevated, is it not? What is elevated? All of you say that you will become equal to the Father. In Sakar Murlis, the aim was to be equal to Lakshmi Narayan. In Avyak Murlis, just before we come into the Lakshmi Narayan dynasty, we have to become equal to our own parent, teacher, Sadguru. So just as the Father is the highest on high, so the aim of becoming equal to the Father is itself so elevated. Therefore, Bap Dada is very happy to see your aim. But should Baba tell you, but what? But what the teachers should say? Double foreigners, will you listen to the but what? You must have understood. Bap Dada wants to see you equal in your aim and its qualifications. Now, ask yourself, please do not write anything in the chat now. It's better we focus on the Murli. Later, we will definitely talk about this. Is your aim equal to its qualifications? That is, are you completely, practically in that particular stage of your aim? Because of your aim and its qualifications to be equal is to become equal to the Father. According to the time, bring this equality closer. At present, Bap Dada cannot bear to see one thing in the children. Many children make many different types of effort, different types of drill, different types of bhattis to become equal to the Father. There is no need to make effort. It's not effort, but it is labor. Effort we have to make, right? But here the word is labor, mehnat. There is no need to labor in front of the love of the Father. Where there is love, there is no labor. The wrong intoxication of body consciousness has become your nature, after 63 births. It has become natural. Did you need to do labor to come into body consciousness? Did you need it? Did you really labor for that for 63 births? How did it become your nature? It became so natural. Do you remember that you did a lot of labor to become body conscious? We don't have any such memory. So even now, you sometimes do say that instead of being soul conscious, I become body conscious. So just as body conscious has become so natural and has become your nature, In the same way, now let the stage of soul consciousness become natural, become your nature. It is difficult to change nature. You even say sometimes that that was not your intention. Means you don't want to actually work in the sanskar of body consciousness, but sometimes something just happens. So when that happens in your behavior, then immediately we say, but that was not in my intention. Yeah, it is a part of my nature. So that means you have made that particular nature very natural. And you cannot make the nature of becoming equal to the Father natural. You can only do one thing, right? You can't do two things at the same time. You are controlled. You're still controlled by the wrong nature. Please underline this point that, you are still controlled by the wrong nature. So we understand how much we are subservient to any particular nature. Why is it hard work? Why is it so much labor to have the right nature of being equal to the Father? Why? Therefore, Bap Dada now wants to see all the children who have the natural nature of being so conscious. Baba wants us completely in the state of soul consciousness. Did you not see Father Brahma while walking, moving, performing? The stage of soul consciousness was his natural nature. Bapdada heard the news that nowadays the Dadis especially have this heart-to-heart conversation. How to make angelic stage, how to reach karmatit stage. What is the stage of being equal to the Father? How it can become our natural nature? Yes, it should become your nature. You have this heart-to-heart conversation, do you not? Do you talk about this? Angelic stage, karmatit stage, Bap Saman Sthiti. This is what Dadiji thinks about again and again, is it not? That you should become an angel, you should reach karmatit stage so that the Father is revealed. So the special method to become an angel or to create the incorporeal karmatit stage is only one thing: to become egoless. You can win all the wars within you by this stage of becoming egoless. Only the one who is egoless can become incorporeal, nirakari. What was the last mantra that Father gave through Brahma? Together with being incorporeal, be egoless. Nirakari, nirvikari, nirankari. The arrogance of the body and the body consciousness is not just being trapped in your body or that of others. This aspect alone is not called arrogance of the body or body consciousness, just to get trapped in each other's body. There is arrogance of the body and also body consciousness. To be aware of your own body and those of others, to have attachment to it. Majority have passed in this subject. I mean, we understand that, nobody's permanent now. Anybody can leave their body anytime. Everybody's a soul. All have to return back. Baba needs everyone for advance party, so on and so forth. So majority have passed in this. Those who have deep love for effort, whom you can call true effort makers, are beyond this gross form. As there are many, many subtle forms of body consciousness. Second homework. First one was a list of self-respect as much as you can remember instantly. Second is, which are the subtle forms of body consciousness? Make a list of these amongst yourselves. Bapdada is not going to tell you this today. This much signal is enough for today because all of you are sensible. I mean, we are experiencing it many of the times, so you all know it. Do you not? If all of you were asked right now, then all of you would relate all of it with great cleverness. However, Bapdada is simply telling you, simply. The points that we will give to Baba, they will be so nicely quoted and all that. And Bapdada straight away, very simple way tells us. A very simple and easy effort. So that we can clear even the subtle forms of body consciousness. Always remember and keep in your thoughts, words, deeds, relationships, and connections. Always remember and keep in your thoughts, words, deeds, relationships, and connections the last mantra of the 3 words: incorporeal, voiceless, and egoless. When you create any thought, check whether it is full with the great mantra. In the same way, keep the 3 words in your speech and action. And let it be equal to this consciousness of becoming incorporeal, voiceless, egoless. Is this easy or not? You're not being told to remember the whole Murli. Just 3 words. This great mantra will make your thoughts elevated automatically. It will definitely bring humility in your words and the bhavana, feeling of serving in your actions. If you will have your state of mind being egoless, voiceless, as well incorporeal, automatically there will be humility in your words and the feeling of serving in your actions. It will constantly create an attitude of good wishes and elevated feelings. In your relationships and connections. It will constantly create an attitude of good wishes and elevated feelings in your relationships and connections. Bapdada always gives us effort which begin at the level of consciousness. Then he says it should smoothly flow through your words and actions, relationships, connections. Bapdada hears the service news. Nowadays, you give many different courses in service. 2002 means, self-managing leadership and stress management and harmony in relationship. All these topics began. However, now one course still remains. That is to give the course of filling force, power, to fill souls with the powers they need. It is not just a course, but it is force to fill them with power, not just telling them through words. Together with the course of words, let there also be the course of filling them with power, with which they don't just say, oh, this is good, but they become good themselves. They should say that today, that they received power, even a drop of power, Anjali. To experience even one drop of this is a great deal for those souls. So, continue giving courses, but give it to yourself first, and then tell others. So, did you hear what Bapdada wants? Make your aim and qualifications equal. Seeing everyone's aim, Bapdada is very, very happy. Now simply make them equal, and you will be very easily become equal to the Father. You know, Bapdada regards the children as even higher than being equal, actually. He regards you as higher than himself. Bapdada always calls the children the crown of his head. The crowns are higher than head, are they not? Teachers, are you the crowns on the head? Stand up. Look, there's so many teachers. If there are so many teachers in just this one group, then how many teachers would be there in each group? Teachers do have the aim of fulfilling one of Bapdada's hopes. But you haven't brought that yet in front of Baba. Do you know what that homework was? Firstly, Bapdada had told you to create a rosary of heirs, varis. A rosary of heirs, not just a general rosary. Secondly, make those who are in connection and relationship with you into mics. Don't you give the lectures, but let them become the media on your behalf. Create your own media. What does the media do? It spreads the sound, either right or wrong. Therefore, prepare such mics who can spread the sound of revelation in the same way as media does. You would say, God has come, God has come. They consider this to be common. But if others say it on your behalf, those with some authority should say this. They should first of all reveal you as Shaktis. When the Shaktis are revealed, naturally Father will be revealed. So make them the media, prepare the media, we shall then see. Have you done this? Have you prepared this? Okay, leave aside a garland. Have you prepared at least a bracelet? Okay, raise your hands, those who have prepared such ones. Good, you have maintained courage. Did your teachers hear what you have to do now on Shivratri? Prepare air quality, prepare mics. Then next year, Shivratri sound will spread that Shiv Baba has come. Celebrate Shivratri in this way. You have planned very good programs. They all have been sent a program, have they not? You have made good programs. However, every program, some mic should be created, some air should be ready. Make this effort. You gave lectures and then went away. Let it not just be like that. It's now 66 years. You've also celebrated 50 years of service. Now celebrating the Diamond Jubilee of Shivratri. Prepare these two types of souls and then see whether the drums are beaten or not. You will not have to beat the drums. You are the goddesses. You will grant visions. Prepare those who will beat the drums, who will sing the song in a practical way that Shiv Shaktis have arrived. Did you hear what you have to do on Shivratri? Don't just end everything by just giving lectures. Then you would write, Baba, 5 lakh people came, 500,000 people came. They came and you gave them the message, but now give Baba the news of how many airs, how many mics emerged. Whatever you have done so far, you prepared the land, only Dharani is prepared. You gave the message and Baba says, okay, that also is good. That service has not gone to waste, but it has been powerful. Subjects have been created, royal family has been created, but the kings and queens are also needed. Not kings and queens who are on the throne, in the court also. Together with the king and queen, there has to be those who are equal to the kings. Create such ones so that the royal court becomes beautiful. Did you hear what you have to do on Shivratri? Pandavas, are you listening? Raise your hands. Did you pay attention? Can we take the Murli ahead now? Baba also remembered the Madhuban Nivasis. Please, can we take it ahead, please? After Madhuban Nivasis, please. Still further. Now, double foreigners, stand up. Will the double foreigners prepare the media group from abroad? Will you do this? Raise your hands, those who will do. Will you prepare the media group? Bapdada heard children have come from 30 countries. So you go and create the almighty media in at least 30 countries, will you not? Look, you have so much love for the Father. You come here after crossing so many oceans. Bapdada is so proud of the double foreigners. However, you children have demonstrated that charity begins at home. Now there are only 30 countries represented, but there are so many. There are also many in other countries, so you have to become very good messengers. The people of Bharat have their own list of specialities. Can we go to the end saying the Vardans, please? Please, 1 minute. To Dadi ji, yes. All the Dadis are playing a very good role. Bab Dada is pleased to see everyone's part, speaking to Dadi Nirmal Shanta. You are an original jewel, are you not? You are an original jewel in the eternal form. You're close to the incorporeal Father. You constantly remain with him. And in the original form too, you are a companion in the royal court. See, for Nirmal Shanta Dadi, already it is declared that she's a companion in the royal court. You're a royal member of the royal family, and you've also received the fortune of being an original jewel at the confluence age. So it's a very big fortune. You have this fortune, do you not? Your presence is a blessing for everyone, whether you say anything or not, whether you do anything or not, your presence itself is a blessing for everyone. See, one of the greatest speciality of the person being in the court of Lakshmi Narayan is that it's a blessing to be present in front of everyone. Whether you do anything or not, your presence itself should be a blessing for everyone. Wow. अच्छा, मीठे मीठे सिकीलते बच्चों प्रति माता पिता बाप दादा का याद प्यार. गुड मॉर्निंग. रूहानी बाप की रूहानी बच्चों को नमस्ते. हम रूहानी बच्चों की रूहानी बाप दादा को याद प्यार. गुड मॉर्निंग और नमस्ते. ओम शांति. So you can begin sharing your thoughts by listening to the Murli.
Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone. In today's Murli, I like the three mantras which Baba has asked us to remember, that is incorporeal, viceless, and egoless. Baba said this will make your thoughts elevated, and it will also create an humility in your words and feelings. So my takeaway point from today's Murli is these three mantras, which I would like to keep remembering throughout the day, right?
According to
Okay.
Baba, to be incorporeal, viceless, egoless is a very simple effort to become soul conscious. We also have to feel in the same way in meditation from Baba, so that we do not have the tension, which brings body consciousness again and again.
Om Shanti. Good morning, Tina Ben and everyone. My takeaway point is Bab Dada says he can't bear to see the children, how we are making so much of struggle, making effort. Baba says when we truly have love for the Father, there's no need to make effort because of the body consciousness we are struggling with it. Om Shanti Benji.
Baba wants to see us as soul conscious, becoming our true nature, becoming natural.
Om Shanti, sister. Thank you, Baba. I really like that line that faith is spiritual power. Faith is spiritual, but there is another way of describing it, which is the spiritual intoxication, which makes you powerful. And he says there are two types. One is the knowledge and one is the powerful. So
Yes.
I like that expression because it makes you reflect that you have the knowledge, but you also have to be powerful. And also what Baba has very beautifully said, that you first give the course to yourself before you lecture others. So it's very important that when we are talking to others, or we also keep lecturing our own self, because that keeps us on the path. And
I had this experience in Hyderabad, when we were offering self-managing leadership programs to everyone. At that time, we ourselves were going through the experience of managing ourselves, So it was so true at that time when Baba said that once you will experience how you have to manage yourself through spiritual inputs, you'll be able to, give them power while giving the program.
And sister, one small thing I would like to express deep gratitude to Baba, and as well as to you and to Sister Sangeeta, because here in the Murli, they very clearly say, you are helping others, but did you create a mic? Did you create somebody who's going to also do it on your behalf? And you have done that for me. So I would like to acknowledge that with deep gratitude, since you brought me into Raj Yoga. Thank you, Baba.
But
thank you.
Baba already selected you long back.
Right. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, sister. That is wonderful, Murli. I got a point that the Father has given a self-respect to us. So this is a very wonderful line, and that is powerful line. Miss, the supreme authority has given the self-respect to us. So this is it's a happiest moment, and I think this line must creates more and more happiness.
Yes,
So,
and then once you got it from the Almighty Authority, then who in the world has power to break it?
yes. And the self-respect is received from God. That respect we have to give to all of the soul. So this is our duty, and Baba also in Murli also prepare the media, create our media. So this is also our duty. Om Shanti.
Yes. Om
Thank you,
Shanti.
sir.
ओम शांति। आज का मुरली का बहुत ज्ञान मुझे मिल गया है। आप सुन रहे हैं ना बहन?
जी जी।
मैंने ये सब बहुत दिन से ब्रह्मा कुमारी का फॉलो कर रही हूँ। मैं एक डॉक्टर हूँ बेंगलुरु में। मैं 2003 से भी फॉलो कर रही हूँ मुरली। तो अभी मैं सुन रही हूँ क्योंकि मुझे सुबह का ये लिंक बहुत थोड़ा दिन के पहले मिला, नहीं तो मेरा वर्क में मुझे नहीं होता था, मगर बहुत आजकल रेगुलरली सुन रही हूँ। एक बात मुझे ये होती है कि मेरा प्रोफेशन में तो मुझको रिलीजन कास्ट कुछ भी नहीं है। कौन भी आए मुझको ऑपरेशन करना है, कौन भी है वो मैं प्यार से करती हूँ। ये सभी टाइम में इसमें क्यों वो ब्राह्मण का वर्ड क्यों आता है? मैं बहुत इग्नोरेंट हूँ इसमें, कितना भी पढ़ी लिखी हूँ। मुझको इस पर चाहिए। कभी मुरली में एक बार 2 बार तो ये वर्ड क्यों आता है, वो कुछ मुझको बोलने के लिए मैं माफ कीजिए, मैं एक गलत बात आपको पूछ रही हूँ।
नहीं, बिल्कुल गलत नहीं है। सबसे बड़ा स्वमान है ये जो भगवान ने दिया है कि तुम ब्राह्मण आत्मा हो, सबसे बड़ा स्वमान है। तो आप बहुत राइट लाइन पर है। अच्छा, शिव बाबा ने किसके द्वारा हमें एडॉप्ट किया, ये पहले निश्चय होना चाहिए, क्योंकि शिव बाबा निराकार है, ही इज इनकॉर्पोरियल, बट ही हैज एडॉप्टेड अस थ्रू whom? Shiv Baba, Nirakar, has adopted us right now at the confluence age through whom? Through whom did we receive the spiritual birth?
हाँ, वो तो है।
नहीं, किसके द्वारा? शिव बाबा ने किसके द्वारा हमको रचा? इस संगम युग पे बाबा कहते हैं ना, मेरे बच्चे, मेरे मीठे बच्चे। किसके द्वारा कहते हैं शिव बाबा? तो इसीलिए आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, एक बार फिर से बेंगलोर के सेंटर या कोई भी यहाँ से या हमारे से या राखी बहन से, अमी बहन से, हरप्रीत बहन से, आप किसी से भी फोन पर बात करके इस बात को अलग से क्लियर करें। हाँ, तो आपको एट लेंथ, भले फिर 15 मिनट हो जाए, 20 मिनट हो जाए, पर आपको एट लेंथ समझा सकते हैं।
नहीं,
ठीक है?
मेरा कहना ये है तो इसमें कुछ जात का नाम ऐसा क्यों आता है?
नहीं, जात
वो
नहीं है,
कंफ्यूज
जात नहीं है, जात नहीं है।
हाँ,
आत्मा के वर्ण होते हैं, आत्मा के, जो अलग अलग सृष्टि चक्र के अलग अलग समय पर आत्मा वो वर्ण का अनुभव करती है। जैसे जब आत्मा सतयुग में है तो आत्मा देवताई वर्ण का अनुभव करती है। इसलिए ये जो सारी डिटेल है ना,
हाँ,
वो आप अलग से आप समझ लो तो पूरी डिटेल आपको समझ में आ जाएगी। फिर आपको एहसास होगा कि ब्राह्मण भी शरीर पर नहीं, आत्मा का वर्ण है, आत्मा का वर्ण है। जब आत्मा को परिवर्तन होना होता है तो वो जो परिवर्तन की प्रक्रिया है उसके लिए स्वमान दिया है, तुम अपने को ब्राह्मण समझो। हाँ, तो आपको लगेगा कि मेरे ऊपर बहुत रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है चेंज की। जब मैं प्योर बनूंगा तो मैं किसी और को भी प्योर बना सकता हूँ। तो ये जो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है उसका नाम दिया गया है ब्राह्मण। इट्स अ वेरी डिफरेंट थिंग, यू नो, वेरी स्पिरिचुअल वे में अलग दिया है बाबा
ये
ने।
आम
यहाँ
भाषा,
बॉडी कॉन्शियस की भाषा नहीं है ये,
बॉडी कॉन्शियस, सोल कॉन्शियस, वो तो है।
सोल
यह
कॉन्शियस।
तो
यस,
सोल कॉन्शियस
नहीं
की
आपको फिर भी, आप भले कितना भी बोलो, आपको अलग से फोन करके पूरी बात डिटेल में समझनी पड़ेगी
मैं
परिमला
करूंगी।
बहन।
मैं
जरूर
करूंगी,
करना, जरूर
करूंगी,
करना।
करूंगी।
Sister,
जी,
can I just
ओम
speak a line
शांति।
about it? Sister, can I just speak a line about it?
यस, व्हाई नॉट।
Yeah. दीदी, ये जो ब्राह्मण है, मुझे भी नहीं समझ में आता था, लेकिन मैं जब इस यूनिवर्सिटी में आई तभी मुझे पता चला कि ये ब्राह्मण लाइफ क्यों, ब्राह्मण ब्राह्मण क्यों कहते हैं। यहाँ पर ब्राह्मण मतलब इसका कोई जात पात भेदभाव कुछ भी नहीं होता, लेकिन ब्राह्मण वो है जिसके पास ब्रह्म ज्ञान है। ब्राह्मण इज ही हु इज गॉट द ब्रह्म ज्ञाना।
नहीं, ये तो बराबर है बहन, पर ओरिजिनल कहाँ से वर्ड आया, वो किस रीति से हमारे सामने आया, दैट इज व्हाट शी हैज टू नो। क्वालिफिकेशंस इज अ डिफरेंट थिंग ऑफ अ ब्राह्मण।
नहीं, ये ब्राह्मण इस यूनिवर्सिटी में वी हैव
But how it has come into being? How, from where did the word Brahmin come? That is what she wants to know. Yeah, is it connected with some jati or what? So that is what we have to tell. Later on, Brahmin will have particular qualifications that will come under what you want to say, Sandhya. But originally, who is a Brahmin? That she has to know. You understand?
Yes.
The basic thing, because that is, if that faith is not there, no, then you can't understand the qualifications also, the importance also.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, Sandhya Ben?
Yeah.
Krinaben, can we have
Didi,
a meditation?
Yes.
Didi, today 4 new words I came to know. That meaning, actually real meaning of knowledgeful and embodiment of knowledge. And once again, I would like to hear from you this and one more. Avyakt Murli aim to become equal to the Father, according to Avyakt Murli, है ना? And Sakar Murli Lakshmi Narayan, है ना?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, thank you, Didi. And knowledgeful and knowledgeful means
See,
speaks only.
if you will see the dictionary, no,
Ji,
then knowledgeable and knowledgeful will have a little difference.
ji.
He is a knowledgeable person.
Ji.
He has got a lot of knowledge, a lot of information of every subject, of every profession, etc., etc.
Ji, Didi.
Or he has a lot of information about his own subject.
Ji.
He will be called a knowledgeable person.
Okay, Ji, Didi.
Knowledgeful is that you have become the embodiment of knowledge.
Okay.
You have become full with that knowledge. You have become the embodiment of knowledge.
Ji, Didi. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you, Didi.
Om Shanti.
Hope everyone is done with their sharing. So can Krinaben, we have a meditation?
Yes.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Krina Ben. Thank you, all of you, and see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Have a wonderful day. Om Shanti.
Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.